is up, guys? Welcome back to Tacos, Turbos, and Toothpicks. It is another beautiful weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying this nice weather we've had lately. Well, I would say in North Carolina it's been pretty nice. I don't know about where you guys are at. Hopefully it's nice where everybody's at. But just want to do a check-in here. We're going to do a little video on the 06 Megacab today. We got some stuff coming in, some stuff we ordered last year. Took a little while to get over here. Some maintenance stuff. I don't have much of a clip because we got kind of talking, but I do have a little clip of the Megacab visiting Trent and Nathan up at Melting Pistons and TRE Diesel in Elizabeth City, getting the transmission service. So yes, shout out to Trent and Nathan for getting the Megacab up there, getting everything serviced and getting me out the door. Also shout out to Muldoon. When we dropped the pan, everything looked good. So we got our second gear band adjusted and just a transmission flush and filter change. Trent's doing big things, teaming up with TRE Diesel. They are now full-time in the shop, so hit them up for any of your diesel performance, and we will definitely be seeing those guys pretty soon at Diesel Truck Wars. I cannot wait for that. Next, on to the next list for this thing. As clean and as perfect as it is, completely factory, you know we can't leave stuff factory, so we got to change it up a little bit. So we have actually got a whole new front end coming for this thing. Probably the main thing I'm going to be excited about, as you guys know, we have the windshield tinted. If you didn't, you do now. And just Dodge's factory headlights and lighting system just is not, it's not it. So the old big headlights, not a bad design, but just not that bright with halogen bulbs. So we're going to switch it up, and I'll show you guys what we got coming in for that. Also, not gonna lie, I tried to improve the lighting system with the Morimoto fog lights that I bought used. I was kind of suspicious of why he was getting rid of them, and now I know. This is because they're not that bright. They're a little pricey, but I got them used, so I thought it was a good deal. But honestly, the light output is just trash. It's terrible. I'm gonna try to get some comparison clips for you guys. In my old black truck, I had factory housings with just LED bulbs. So much better, but I was really trying to go for that projector style headlight because that is kind of what we went with the headlights. So I've been kind of scratching my head on what to do with the fog light situation, and we will show you guys what we ended up going with once we get all of our stuff in. So we are here in Washington, North Carolina. I really don't remember how much I've covered because I've been slacking on making videos, but we've got some packages that have came in. They keep them up at the office, so I'm gonna take my little trusty scooter, ride up and get those in a little while, and we will talk about what we went with for the new front end on the Megacab. Bike, little scooter. Well, scratch what I said earlier, we're not going to get our packages because I completely forgot that they closed. The office that holds your packages for the campground closes early on Sundays. I got caught up watching golf, so on till tomorrow. It's alright, I got another package coming tomorrow anyway, so it makes sense. Alright guys, we're just gonna jump right into it. You guys saw we went up and got our headlights and fog lights up from the front office that got shipped in here this weekend, and we're gonna swap everything over. We don't have the grill, is the only thing we don't have that got shipped to our house in Maryland. So we go home this week and I'll be able to grab that and get it on, and then we can do a final reveal for you guys. But gonna kind of just put you guys on a time lapse. Basically, there's plenty of videos out here on how to take these headlights out. You need to take this plug, and there's a 10mm back there, and then you've got your 2 bolts right here, just 3 anchor points. And then for the fog lights, we've already done a little video on them. Obviously going to be redoing them because we're not very impressed with the Morimoto headlights that we got. So some reviews on Facebook, people are praising how well these things go. No clue. They got kind of crazy look to them. They were only about $60 or so on Amazon, but some people have said they've had them on for 3 or 4 years, and they're even brighter than some of their aftermarket headlights. So once we get everything popped out and popped back in, we do have a little bit of wiring, which we weren't really expecting. But the company that I ordered the headlights through, Diamond Retros out of Tennessee, it did take a little longer than expected. It was through the holidays, so I ordered them last November just to get them in here February. So I knew it was going to take a little while, but it took a little longer than expected. They ended up throwing in some recessed switchbacks, kind of like behind the projector, which is not something that I originally ordered, but they throw it in for me. So that is something that we have to wire into the running light / turn signal. So for those of you who don't know, I'm not great with electrical stuff, so I've got some stuff here. We're gonna see if we can make it work and get these things popped in. Again, pretty straightforward how to take these headlights and fog lights out. So put you guys on a montage and we'll see if we can get everything out. So my buddy called me, interrupted the time-lapse video. I'm just going to show you guys what we got going on. So this is for the projector, this harness with, I'm guessing, I forget what they call these, like some kind of resonator resistor, so you don't have flashing lights with these LED projector style headlights. So we the one issue that I did have with these aftermarket harnesses, they just don't quite go into this clip correctly to lock in place. So I tested them, the lights come on, so I just went ahead and put some tape on them so they stay secure. And then I did the same thing with this one, even though it was secure. So we're just gonna zip tie all this stuff out of the way back through here. And we went with the fused LED switchbacks. I'll show you guys right here. This is supposed to be one of the only bulbs on the market that don't need a resonator or resistor. I don't know which one it is. So basically, if it doesn't work, you have to flip it around. So when I first turned it on, it didn't come on. So just flip the bulb 180, and the white lights stay on all the time, and then when you put your blinker on, the orange bulbs come on. So you can see this thing's a Hoss. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in there. Okay, doesn't really make sense for that right there because that kind of hits, but so that's in, headlights on. So the only thing we have to wire up is these wires for the recessed switchbacks. I think honestly I'm not even going to use them as a switchback. I think I'm just going to wire them into my running light, which is the one down bottom, which this is plugged anyway. It doesn't have a slot for it. So basically we just need to ground it out and get a power to it for a running light, so it'll stay white all the time and it won't switch back and forth between yellow and white we're already gonna have that with the turn signal, so it's not a big deal. So, yep, get you guys back on a time lapse. Guys, that's gonna wrap us up for today. As you can see, we got the headlights installed with the fog lights, and like I said, I will do a little video later on for you guys so you guys can really take in the full effect of the new retrofit with switchbacks and the new fog lights from Amazon. What do you think, Bubs? You like the snow? What do you think? Like little pieces of hail. What is up, guys? Welcome back to beautiful Maryland Eastern Shore, as my dog poops in the background. Yeah, as you can see, weather kind of 80 degrees on Thursday. Cold front came in. It's snowing now. Kind of a mix between hail and snow, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. It looks like little pieces of styrofoam. But anyway, guys, we are headed back south because this ain't for us. This is why we went down below. We went the other way. Bubby's ready to go inside. He's not a fan of the cold weather. But we did pick up our grill. You guys saw us put our headlights in and new fog lights. So we're going to complete the front end with a brand new painted grill, paint to match. Should look sick. I can't wait to get it on there and show you guys. I will see you all back in North Carolina. Peace. Well, guys, coming to the last part of this video, hopefully, as you can see, we got a beautiful day in North Carolina. I did have my helpers out here, but I lost her. She went back inside, went back to the AC, I guess. Bub's still holding it down with me, though. He doesn't really have a choice, so it is what it is. But as you guys can see, we got the old chrome grill off of here. Nothing wrong with it. Just had a little, can't really see it, but had a little part that the chrome started peeling on. And we did have some screws and bolts that were giving us some issues. These first two on here were seized up. I actually had to take a grinder to this one to get that off. So, you know, probably haven't been taken off since they left the factory. So, as you can see, we're going to truly color match the front end. I don't really understand why they put these nice painted front bumpers on here, but then still put the chrome grille. I don't really get it. I guess the sport model, you can get an all painted front end, and then you lose the chrome piece, which I do like the chrome piece. It breaks up all the paint to match a little bit. So we left the inserts black. We've got a black emblem to go in here, but as you can see, we're gonna white out the front end a little bit. We're not going full blown with painting the mirrors, getting white headlights, painting everything white. Like, I don't like too much. You know, I know the camper's white, but it's got a little thing to break it up. You know, that's what I like. So, you know, got the black windows, got the smoked headlights, smoked cab lights, and probably get some smoked taillights at some point. Leaving the mirrors black. And we don't know if we're going to get some chrome polished wheels or some black wheels. Kind of just seeing whatever pops up on Facebook Marketplace, so we'll see what happens. But super excited to finish up the front end here and show you guys the final product. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up the video on the front end of the Megacab. As you can see, we got the painted grill on from Partify. You guys check them out. There was a pretty decent price. I'm pretty happy with the quality. This is the second grill I had to get from them because the first one did show up cracked and you have so many days to report an incident, and they sent it hassle-free, called me about it. So I'm pretty happy with the quality, the paint match. I mean, obviously it's a brand new paint job versus a paint job that's almost 20 years old, so it's not going to be perfect, but for the most part it looks good. Again, the headlights that we put in the other day, retrofit housings from Diamond Retros in Tennessee. We got the color match eyelet on top and the whole thing painted gloss black. And they threw in some switchback LEDs behind the LED projector. But like you guys saw, we didn't hook up the turn signal. We just left the white LED on that comes on with the running lights. We've got the fused LED switchbacks in there that don't need a resistor, resonator, whatever it's called. They literally just plug in. They got these fog lights off Amazon. I can't remember exactly what they're called. Off-road Z's or something. Pretty decently priced. A lot better than the Morimoto fog lights we had in here previously. So I really wanted a factory emblem to paint black in here, but honestly these things are like almost $100 for the factory Ram emblem. So on eBay there's a company that makes these Cummins cutouts in different colors, so we just went ahead and got that. So that's going to wrap up the front end little project here on the Megacab in the campground. As you can see, we headed back to Maryland and it started snowing down there, so we had to get back to North Carolina to this beautiful weather. And hope you guys like the video. Oh,